back in week 1. The Chiefs lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Jets. Can New York finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up or win a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now is Mahomes. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take it.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down. Hackett. A quick throw, but incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A gain of 3, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On first down, Hackett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It is fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Hackett. He's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run. It's Hall. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Hall again on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the bootleg. Hackett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. Off play action. Hackett. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll try again. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now here's Mahomes. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 26 yards. And the Chiefs are in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. That time a 6-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Your partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Hackett to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On fourth down, Hackett. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run again. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have yet again retaken the lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Mahomes going to throw. Jones has it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second down at 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, nice move. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Defensively, they had that one pretty well.
Run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Hackett going to look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This is Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. And they have regained the lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Throwing on 1st down. Hackett, he's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. Both these teams going through their final adjustments before the second half. Which one will lift the Lamar Hunt trophy? To find out, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hackett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's complete to Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Hackett. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw. Hackett. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall saving his best for the Colts with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with the pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's corralled at the 40, but now the 4 picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Down inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun. Hackett over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Hackett. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Holmes. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. C.J. Ham, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out now come the Jets. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team. Now, you've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right?
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
From the 41, Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hackett. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. That's Bush. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. We ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Hackett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. From the gun, it's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hackett. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. So the Jets now down by 15. And time, a huge factor. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.